Lunch Buddies, it's Kat. Today we are continuing to summarize all of the Cannon Naruto arcs today, focusing only on the second part of the Chunin Exams, one of my favorite parts, so let's get started! Picking up where we last left off with all of our notable characters in the same room waiting to find out the next part of the Chunin Exams. We learned that more groups passed through the Forest of Death challenge than ever before, so we need to half the amount of participants before we move on to the next portion of the exam. No one wants to see her Pokemon cards, gracefully declines the opportunity to participate, a strange decision that becomes clearer later on. And with that, we begin! First up is Sasuke, who has to fight against a sound ninja, whose main ability is stealing chakra from his opponent. In a brilliant moment of character growth, Sasuke uses one of the moves that Rock Lee had used against him, giving it a new name, Lion's Barrage. Sasuke represses his curse mark and wins his fight, guaranteeing his spot in the next part of the final exam. After that fight, Kakashi takes Sasuke off to an isolated location, that way they can actually check out that curse mark and get it sealed away. Orochimaru shows up and is like, by the way, this one's mine. And Kakashi says, no, I called dibs. And Orochimaru is like, oh, well, I guess we'll just have to see who he picks in the end. And Kakashi's like, well, I'm gonna teach him my secret technique and connect with him on a personal level. So I doubt he'll actually leave his trusted teacher and his friends for some giraffe neck, sword ass, fork tongue, neck biting, kiki motherfucker. Then Orochimaru leaves. The next fights aren't super important, but here are some of the highlights. I Swear It's Not Lice uses his bugs to clog up some dude's arm cannons, making them explode. He wins. Nice. Kiss Wannabe's hairy backpack is actually a creepy puppet, which he uses to win. Nice! Big Fan and Space Buns go up against each other, but when you're a ninja that mostly focuses on aerial assaults going up against someone with a really big fan, you just can't win. Big Fan wins. I Can't Be Bothered fights a girl and using his shadow jutsu makes her bang her head against a wall and knock herself out. Nice! Ghost Eyes and I'm Only Here to Make the Main Characters Seem More Likeable go up against each other, and it's revealed that they're cousins. Again, the boy beats the girl because he's just that much smarter, that much more capable than she is. Quick tangent, in all of the Cannon Naruto arcs, the only time that a girl is better at a boy at something is if, one, she's so proficient in this skill that they don't want to draw her or add her into the next training arc scenes, or it concerns healing. Unless it's one of those two options, a boy will just be a little bit smarter, a little bit more capable, a little bit more powerful than she is. This encourages a lot of the girls to pursue healing abilities to help their more capable teammates. Anyways, Naruto fights Emotional Support Dog and comes out on top, using moves inspired by Sasuke's new technique, which was inspired by Rock Lee's new moves that Naruto now calls the Uzumaki Barrage. That's real original. But now on to the main event, or the fight that everyone talks about. The best ninja in the world, or Rock Lee, and Sweet Baby, or Gaara. Now, for this fight, anything that I try to describe is gonna be a piss poor job of it, so link in the description, just go watch it yourself. Even if you're not a huge fan of anime or Naruto for that matter, you will learn to appreciate this fight. To put this fight into a bit of a perspective, anyone who's crossed Sweet Baby at this point has pretty much died. He is insane, he has no mercy, even his teammates don't step to him because he will just kill them. And then there's Lee, who, might I remind you, is just a guy. No special abilities, just a dude really good at martial arts. At the beginning of this fight, there's a pretty clear winner, but everyone knows it's not gonna be pretty. So, beginning of the fight, Lee throws some punches, Gaara's sand barrier does not fall. Lee then drops some bombs. I literally had to go back and rewatch this because I thought there was a 12-year-old running around with bombs strapped to his legs. Nope, the weights are literally just that strong. My lunch buddy Vinny puts it the best, so here he is.
When those weights hit the floor, you are in for life.
Using his incredible speed, Lee actually lands a hit on Gaara, which has never happened before, which then causes Gaara to panic, even though he's still holding his own. Lee then begins to open up the Lotus Gates, which is like your body's natural restraints to stop you from hurting yourself, and knocks Gaara around like a ping pong ball. Both of them are pretty injured, but it looks like Rock Lee might actually win this fight. Then, Gaara calls upon his sand, encasing Rock Lee's leg and arm and uses his sand coffin ability, effectively shattering anything within the sand. Gaara then goes in for the kill, like to actually kill him, but Guy Sensei steps in and saves Rock Lee. This leaves Gaara very confused, but he's the winner, so he walks away. But as he turns around, Rock Lee is still standing. Yes, even as this kid is completely unconscious, he is still standing. As Lee is taken to the infirmary, his arm and leg completely shattered, many speculate he will never actually become a ninja. Well, now that that's over with, we can move on to the next part of the Chunin exam, right? Wrong! We need new abilities, we need character growth, we need a training arc. Naruto is super excited to work with Kakashi again, but he's like, yeah, I already kind of put all my money on Sasuke for this one, so have a pervert instead. Now, this new trainer named Jiraiya is actually one of the best things to happen to Naruto, because instead of telling a 12-year-old kid, hey, you're the host of the Nine-Tailed Fox Demon, figure it out on your own, he actually coaches Naruto on the 2 different types of chakra that are within him and how to utilize it. Meanwhile, we learned that Orochimaru is using the Chunin exams to test Sasuke, but why that is, we're not really sure. A couple ninja die in the process, but it's all very hush-hush. Jiraiya also removes Orochimaru's seal, allowing Naruto to learn how to walk on water and summon toad demons. Nice! However, due to the intensity of the training, Naruto ends up passing out, and he won't wake up until the 3rd part of the Chunin exam. Anyways, lunch buddies, that was a recap of the 2nd part of the Chunin exam. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to hit all those buttons that everyone else bugs you about, especially that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the 3rd part of the Chunin exam, where everything goes wrong. I'll see you next time.